guys. Oh my goodness. This is the last video of 2024. I can't believe it. We're going into another year. This next year will be our 17 years together. I can't believe it. It's always just so wild for me to think that. It's such a big deal. And I know I always say that, but it is a big deal and such a big part of my life. And I'm really happy that we've hung out for so long together and been able to share so many things. And this video is truly a roundup of all of the best items from 2024. It feels wild saying 2024. It was a good year. We're getting into personal things and like things happened this year, things going forward, a lot of things on our podcast. If you guys don't join the podcast, and I know a lot of you do, a lot of you guys do, but we've done it for over 3 years now, and it's just such a great, fun community. I've made so many friends and people, gotten to know a lot of you guys more there, but we've truly talked about it all, the good and the bad over the years. And if you guys want something really cozy and fun to listen to over the Christmas break and the sweet spot, my favorite part of the year is the time between Christmas and first weeks of January. It's just my favorite time of the year. We have been breaking down insane Christmas movies, our favorites, just all kinds of funny things, like our traditions, but not just like a basic thing like that. We get pretty into things that we can't do here, obviously. And it's a good perspective, I think, with a husband and a wife who've been together for 20 years. And I think we've shared lots of ups and downs, lots of golden relationship things. We talk pop culture, our opinions on everything in the world, and things, again, that I wouldn't share here, or that I couldn't share here. And I'm not just saying that. If you're there, you get it. But I'm not just saying this to promote it. But if you like this and you're here, it's I don't want to say 10 times better, but it's so good over there. This is just different. It's beauty. That's more personal, kind of what you get from a podcast. We talk true crime, so many things, theories on all kinds, anything you could think of, any true crime story, we've covered it. But I just hope that you guys join us there. It's a lot of fun. Head over there for the new year. So this will be the last video. Obviously, next week is Christmas week, and I would not be able to film a video for Friday. So I will see you guys after the new year. But we have not been doing monthly favorites like we used to for many reasons, okay? My main thing is I think we've learned over the years that, especially with me, knowing a lot about beauty, trying a lot of things, kind of knowing how a lot of these things are made, what they're actually doing, trying to do things as my skin is aging. I was turned 40 this year. I want to do things, wear my makeup maybe in different ways that are more flattering, and not look like I'm wearing a costume every day. We don't need big wardrobes of makeup to do the green look, the blue look, the this, the that, but I want to look good. We know what to try. We know the good things. Quality over quantity, right? We don't have those massive collections that we know go bad after 6 months or a year. We're so focused on skincare, but we have all this makeup. Why would you put that on your skin? It's just the good stuff. I'm going to talk today about devices that work, hair stuff. This is going to be massive, and I really just want to focus on beauty. I was so tempted today to do clothing because I wore my favorite shirt. But we're going to get into that after the new year. I've got so many Amazon things coming up. You guys love the Amazon stuff. So many great things, and we'll get into more of that. But quickly, what I'm wearing today. And I thought, you know what? Best of the year. This top was just, this was just the most, my most worn and my favorite top. I had it in blue many years past, and I splurged this year on the white. It is easy. You just wear it, you put it on with shorts, with jeans. It's one of those shirts that you're going to invest in, but you will wear it all year, any time of year. The sleeves roll up perfectly. This lays perfectly. The button is perfect. And I've never been someone that loves a button down or felt comfortable in one. I'm a comfy clothes, soft clothes kind of girl. This is worth every penny. It might cost the same as 2 or 3 regular button down shirts that you buy. And I know a lot of people are oh, it's $100, too expensive. And I'm well, but look, you probably have bought 4 or 5. I mean, how many button downs do you have in your closet right now? This is my only one, really. I have one other one that I use that's an L&M one that I like. It's just shaped differently, and I wear it for layering sometimes. But as far as just the shirt that I'm wearing, this is it. I'd rather have one really nice, perfect one than 3 that aren't so great. And you might think, but I got 3 of them. Yeah, but they're not great, you know? Same with jeans. And this was the year of the baggy denim, and we got a little nutty, and I think people get too many things. I don't want to change my setup, but you kind of see what these look like, okay, right? Here's the bottom. Let me just stand. You guys know how we do. My poor old chair. This chair has seen some things, okay? Okay, this is how it looks from the bottom. Don't waste your money or waste your time buying a bunch of different other things. I know you say waste your money, these are expensive. This is the only pair you need. This is the only pair of wide leg denim that you truly need, and the only pair that I really wear. They're so good that I have them in 2 different sizes, because you know how that goes. So good. And like, we'll get into more clothes later, but makeup's the same, you know. Like I said, I know people that, and we'll get into more of this after the new year when we talk about clothes and stuff. I just want to just settle in, talk beauty, right? Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so fun. I'm so excited. But you think, okay, and I know someone that would say, I can't buy that top, she wants it so bad. And I'm like, but I'm on a budget. I get that. When I'm on a budget, I just don't shop at all. You know, if I need something, I'll get it, and I'll get something affordable. We all, you know, have what's relative to us, what we're gonna spend, what we're not gonna spend. But I know this person, like, she goes out and she shops all the time, and she's, oh, I'm getting all this stuff that's cheaper, but then is it gonna last? Are the things already used? Are they already gonna, you know, go to the wayside and come, I'm gonna have this forever, you know? I'd rather just not shop for a month, you know, stay out of the bargain places or whatever, which are great when you need it, but a nice thing like a shirt, a nice thing like a pair of jeans, those nice brown boots, one pair of shoes. Like, I don't need to be going out buying all my shoes and buying tons of shoes over the season. You know, someone says, oh, well, I don't spend that kind of money, but then you're in like Target and this and that, all these places that we love, or a department store buying shoes that are, you know, 30, 40, 50, 100 sometimes, and you've got a whole bunch of shoes that are very specific that you're not wearing all the time. Well, you can have a really good pair of shoes that you're gonna have forever, that you'll wear every day, that you feel like $1,000,000. And it's the same. It's just about, well, I'm not going out buying 1,000,000 of these, I just have one. Okay, you guys feel me. But beauty's the same. Now, okay, and I'll link to my necklaces. Oh, this is such a great one. Such a great little combo. I kind of tried to wear some of the things that I've been wearing a lot this year, and things that I love. These I have in gold and silver, the best earrings, okay? So I want to get into it. I don't know where the rhyme or reason is going to be. I just put a lot of things in here, and I'm like, let's just go. Let's talk devices quickly, because I'm going to go get my little mask because it's by my bed. Hold on. I think we've been a little brainwashed by a lot of devices and, you know, what's going to work, and, oh, what do we need? And, oh, use this and you'll get rid of your double chin in a day. And I'm like, that don't work. Like, do the people think we're stupid? Do people think we are stupid? Because we're not. Or like before and after. It's like before, after. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or like the double chin. It's like, you look normal, like, and then I get really offended, okay? I don't like to be fooled. But I will say, and I've had this for years and years, mine is, I want the new version. Mine is like yellowed, and it's clean. I spray it with alcohol, I clean it. It's just over time it turns, okay, silicone, but it's fine, it's great. Love this, okay? It's a red light, a blue light, and a mix, and I really feel like it helps my skin. And the new ones have a much better strap. Get a red light device, okay? There's so many, and it is the thing, okay? We're gonna talk about a lot of things that have become like the thing. The peptide lip balms, the blue face oils, the liquid blood. You know, every year has these trends, right? And LED masks have been that. And you can spend so much on them, and I just think that's a solid all-around great one. You can flip it and use it on your neck. But as far as devices go, this is gonna, and I've tried all the at-home stuff. I love my new face. If you are looking to, and okay, I notice a difference. This year, last year, I have a very strong jaw. But you know, you notice 40, you know, you kind of lose some tightness. And I have very chipmunk puffy cheeks, zero filler here. I chipmunk cheeks, okay? So when I sleep, I get the big lines. When I might be prone to some sagging, but I don't know. All I'm doing is I'm just trying to do things that I can that's going to keep my skin healthy. You know, I don't believe in trying to fight the aging process. Oh, we don't need to look this way. I'm just saying take care of your skin and you can kind of make it look healthier. I want to look, you know, tight. You know, I want my skin to look like good and healthy, and that's kind of a part of it. I'm not saying it doesn't need to ever change your look different, but you guys, grab a new face device. And I'm just gonna say, yeah, you can say, well, I'll spend $100 on this one, $200. If you're already spending $100, that's a lot. Save up and just get the most expensive one. And I think this one is a little more expensive. They do have one that they use in, you know, med spas, or when you go to an esthetician or you're going to get a facial, very similar to this. You want the best, most powerful one. I jack it up on the highest setting. And I was using the gel that they sell with it. It's way too expensive. This creates a lifting effect. We'll talk about it. I'll link to this. This is what you want. It won't break you out. It's the microcurrent conductive gel. And wowee, you want something water-based, completely 100% water-based. I have no pain when I use this. You could kind of taste like, it tastes like metal. Okay, it's a lot. Okay, when you use it. So I know it's working. And if I get beyond where I've put the activator, because I don't use it on my forehead, that freaks me out. I just use it here. I don't use it on my neck, that freaks me out. I know, I'm a baby with that. I just use it here. This is the track that I go, hold, 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 and then I, because it's zapping your muscles and it's creating a lift. So when you use it on one side and you look, you can tell a difference. It's like a little pulled back effect. Will this last forever? No, you have to use it every day, every few days. I usually do it every couple days. It's super easy. It beeps when it tells you to move. We've demoed this, okay, old news. But if you go, I'm gonna say this, we spend a lot on facial treatments. You're gonna spend money on going to a spa and picking out, well, what kind of facial do I want? Never get the microcurrent because you're paying such a premium for that. And unless if you have your own microcurrent device at home and you're gonna keep it up, your face it's gonna be completely settled the next day. You know what I'm saying? You have to do it often. And people are like, what? It's just like skincare. You could get a really nice moisturizer and use it once. It's not gonna look good the rest of your life. You have to keep using it. So, and then to which I say, why would you even pay to have a microcurrent facial if you have one anyways? I would just say never pay for that professionally. Get one at home and do it because it's something that needs to be done all the time. So that's really my main thing. I have not gotten Botox in over 6 months. It goes away in 3 months. I got no Botox. And I'm going to do it again. I love it. For me, I just feel kind of like, I don't know. I don't have deep wrinkles. My forehead doesn't create deep wrinkles. It's just a textural thing. Whenever I get it, it's purely for texture, not for like, oh, I don't want to move, or oh, I don't want to like cover wrinkles. It's because I don't have deep wrinkles. I don't know if my skin's thick or if I've just taken care of it. Lots of moisture. I don't know, but everyone's face moves different. Mine doesn't move to where I have like really deep, like crow's feet or anything. It's just kind of thick. But I do like Botox for skin texture. And I say every year, this is gonna be the year where I really, you know, I'm gonna lean into some professional skin treatments. And every time I go, or every time I go talk to Missy, who does my injections, or I'm like, hey, you know, I just end up spending a couple $100 and getting some good old Botox because I know it works. I'm not, rather than spending $1,000 or plus or whatever on a laser or some crazy facial that's probably not gonna work, okay? So Botox I do like, but you need to go to someone that knows what they're doing, that will keep your movement. The idea isn't to like freeze because then you'll look insane. And I think people just don't understand, but hopefully you guys kind of get it over the years. But these, you're wanting something that actually does work for your skin texture to make yourself look glowy. There's so many BS masks, BS under eye that do not work, garbage. This does, and I love it. It's one of those collagen masks. I've demoed it on this channel before this year. You put it on before bed, or like if you know you're going out somewhere at night, I put it on in the morning. It goes on white and you look insane. Well, then it gets completely clear and kind of crispy. And when you pull it off, you look like a baby doll, okay? And it's real good. And I'll link to the exact one. As far as eye masks, don't buy any frilly little frou-frou ones. I like the ones that you keep in the fridge, which I will link to. Those are my faves. Or the collagen, which I need to get some more. The ones that are just dry, that are the collagen ones that aren't like so goopy. But I do like the wet ones that are in the fridge. I'll link to those. Okay. So speaking of skin, you know, I have a daughter, and all this stuff with skincare with little girls and the Sephora thing is like, oh my God. I just tell her, you know, she's gonna be 10. I'm like, you just splash water on your face, you wash your face. She's got perfect skin. She gets dry. Use a little bit of Dove soap here and there, you know? We don't need to be using all these things on kids. And then moisturize. So I've got her like a nice little moisturizer that she uses, and it keeps her skin nice. I'm saying as long as you moisturize, your skin will be great. And I think we're also in this year, in the past several years, we're in the like retinol, tretinoin, and all this stuff epidemic. Okay, I will say. I've had a dermatologist tell me that, and an esthetician that said, be careful with those things because people are implementing them too much. And you think, wow, my skin's, you know, so smooth, but it's almost like a burn, a mild, you know, and over the time you're gonna get crepey. Your skin's gonna thin and it's gonna turn crepey, okay? So also all those things are making us extremely sun sensitive. So years from now, you think, oh, what I'm using, you know, my BS, you know, SPF, that would normally be fine if you're not doing all those like AHAs and tretinols, retinols, whatever. You need, if you're doing that, you need like, which most people, you need like a golf ball size of like really thick, heavy duty, non-cosmetic sunscreens that they don't even sell. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to slather it on, and nobody's doing that. You think you use a little pump of your sunscreen here and there. That ain't it. So what are we gonna be dealing with later? What is that doing long-term for pigmentation? It's like you're using something to just counteract. It's just like it's never ending. So y'all know I'm not about all that stuff. My dermatologist always like, you don't use tretinoin. And she's like, wow, I went to a new lit girl recently, a new woman, and she was like, okay. And I kind of told her why, because it creates a lot of milia, causes too much oil production for me. She's like, okay, you know. But I don't know. We just kind of feel it out. I know someone out there's like, you need a tretinoin. Why? Because someone told you. Like, I'd rather just do what I'm doing, and I feel like it's good. It's working, okay? But it's SPF. I discovered this year, and I will not ever be without it. It is the best sunscreen that money can buy. I was recommended this by a dermatologist, and I love it. There's so many different ones. This is the one that you need. It's the UV clear. It doesn't cause a white cast, but it has a slight tint, but nothing that's gonna like replace makeup or anything. It's good for acne prone skin, rosacea. Let's get through the skincare quickly. Oh, I put this in there because speaking of like treatments and lasers and like, okay, this is literally listed as a wound care cream. This is what I use on my neck. I use it this morning too, mostly at night. It comes out like a toothpaste, so you really have to work with it, but it is serious stuff. It's meant to be like what you slather your face with after you've been like, your flesh has been burned off, you know, like by a beauty treatment. But I got this, which is and that's the Sickle Fate. I'll link to that. And I got the Sickle Fate scar cream. I didn't use it today. Told you guys I had that cyst on my neck. And look, I mean, it's looking good. I had it removed, and there were interior stitches and exterior stitches. It was a pretty big thing, and I thought, oh, I'm gonna have a gnarly scar. And I put this on twice a day, and I feel like it's looking good. And it's getting flat. So, okay, that's that. Okay, let's get into a few skin things. This is the best, this Tower 28 spray, and I've seen a lot of brands now using the hypochlorous acid. This is gonna be the next thing. I've used this they've had this for a couple years now. I've used it, I wanna say more than a year. I have a giant jug of it in there that's huge that I refill this with. And a little travel one, I'm never without this. Toner in the morning, toner at night. It's, I would say like antimicrobial. It's good if you're breakout prone, but if you have redness, rosacea, acne sensitive skin, it takes down the redness and it just looks amazing. And I saw a really expensive brand the other day that was like, wow, did you know hypochlorous acid? No one else does this. And I'm like, yeah, they do. So that's that. Also, another thing that I want to say that has become you're going to see, like I was saying, the peptide lips things or this, like, you know, things that are popular of the year. This year, I've noticed a new one, the Dime Blue Oil, but you're also, I think, going to see a lot of brands doing this in the next year. Because we, you know, the year of the face oils, the year of all these things. Nothing better than the Colleen Rothschild one for every day, and I'll link to that, okay? But this is more like a treatment oil, and I have talked about this. This is one of those blue oils. Now, Dime Beauty is all over the place with that blue oil that says it's gonna cure your acne, you know, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, you know, lots of antioxidants. That's what this is, and we've talked about this. I told you guys this probably, you know, earlier this year, or maybe even longer, because I know I've used this Bloom stuff for a while, but I would say get this one. It's less expensive, I believe, and I use it every single night. I keep it by my bed, and so after I do all my face stuff, you know, I will kind of do this last, or I'll mix it in with my layers beautifully over my favorite moisturizer, which I'll talk about. But even if you don't have like full on acne or whatever, this is gonna keep your skin barrier and all that good stuff real happy. That's a great skin oil. So be on the lookout. You're gonna notice a lot of these blue oils popping up, and I believe this was the original one. That I'd never heard of one before this blue one. It's great. And speaking of the moisturizer, I've raved about this before. It replaced my like super expensive moisturizers. Occasionally, you know, when I'm feeling something, I'll get a jar of La Mer, and I love it. This always makes my skin feel and look better. And it's gel cream for acne prone skin, which I usually stay away from things that say acne prone skin, even though I am, okay? Still getting these, you know, hormonal things. I'm just very acne prone, always have been. So I really have to be careful with what I use on my skin, because now I really want things that are nourishing, anti-aging. This is the creamiest, thickest, yummiest gel. It has no, or not gel, it's a full-on cream. It feels heavy, but it makes you just look bouncy and beautiful. It makes your skin look glowy, and I have a shameful amount of backups of these. I will not be without it. I love it, and it is a great price. I believe it's in the 20-ish range, and a jar lasts, or bottle lasts you a while, and it has the yummiest natural cotton candy scent. It doesn't have any like added fragrances, but it smells like sweet, sugary cotton candy. Like I almost crave it. Makes me hungry. Great. Okay, a few more skin things. Speaking of acne, this is the only spot treatment that you need. I have tried all those BS things. Half of them don't work. This one really does. This is my second tube of this, and they last forever. Acne eliminating gel. If you've got a little thing, I had something pop up the other day. I put it on here, and it... okay, a few more things with skin. Oh, I'll link to the rollers that I like, and there's so many expensive rollers. And ice, get yourself a cold ice roller. I have a new one under the tree this year that I'm really excited about that I got. But y'all, you just need a basic ass roller, okay? I will link to these. Just drain it. Oh, I see a lot of people doing the gua sha. That's great. I don't like to I just like to use this, and then down, up, down. Keeps you tight. And if you ever cry or anything and your eyes are puffy, this is magic. You could just do this for a couple minutes after, and it drains all the crap out of your face. Brad and I, are we those people, like, not old, right? But we've got like the big Vaseline sitting on the counter or by the bed. You know what I mean? You always have like the big Vaseline. Listen to me. You listen to me. We spend so much, we have spent so much on these body treatments, body serums, expensive body lotions. This is the best. This is the number one. It smells so good. You guys know the smell of like some of those Nivea things. They smell too sharp, or like the Jergens. Sometimes it's like, oh. This has the yummiest, like just creamiest. It's unscented, but you guys know the smell. It's not like an old lady, like, you guys know. I'm not trying to offend old lady because fully, I'm just saying like, you guys know. Okay, the old ladies know. You guys know that smell, okay? There's no other word to describe it. Medicine cabinet lotion, okay, is what I call it. No, this is so good. It's creamy, it's silky. My husband, the man's got perfect skin. I'm sorry, he's got perfect skin. Love him so much, God bless. His body skin. I'm spending all this money and stuff, and he just gets better and better looking. Does nothing. Bar soap. I buy him all this stuff. He won't touch it. I'm like, just use some lotion. But he likes this. Okay, he'll use it because it's easy. And I like it too because you put it on and it's like very, right? Does that tell you anything? I hate it when people are like, oh, it's just lotion. It's so thin, but it's the most nourishing lotion, and it's just so like silky, and it makes your skin look real. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like an expensive, like unscented face cream. Do you know what I'm saying? That really like nourishing, yummy smell, almost like you could eat it. The Advanced Repair, 48-hour moisture, prevents dryness. Let's just get this and call it a day. You guys, we really spend money on all this crazy stuff. That is good. That's a really good body lotion. Oh my word. All right, before we get into, I know this is a lot, but listen, we're not getting a video next week, so just buckle up. Treatments and stuff and things that you can, okay. Use just a creamy, nice, basic cleanser. I mean, sometimes I think, do the cleansers even matter? They do, because it's nice to have a good one. But, you know, and if you get one that's too harsh or one that has, like, really active ingredients, you're just washing it off. Don't bother. But serums and stuff, this is amazing. Oh my gosh, I just can't say enough good things about this. Hopefully you guys got this when I posted a couple weeks ago when they were BOGO. It's the Bounce Back Serum. They call this a Botox alternative. Collagen, tripeptide, argan, won't break you out. It's just a nice little serum, makes everything look smooth and tight. And then of course it shows you my moisturizer. But if you want like a little extra, this is like I feel like it's a professional treatment. I use it once a week. It's the TLC Baby Facial, 25% AHA, 2% BHA, and it always just says it cleans the lining of your pores. I don't know. So if you're prone to those little milia bumps like I am, or if you kind of smile and you feel like this is what you need, okay? Also, I'm all about a hydrating mask. This is the best one, the Blue Lagoon Mineral. Ooh, mommy, that's a good one. Okay, so a few eye things. Oh my God, I can't live without the Illuminating Tinted Eye Cream. Now, this is a very generous, when you use this, it's a pump. Now, if you use a pump, you're gonna be wasting a lot of, you just do like the tiniest little bit, and this is what you wear. Makeup-free days, full glam days, apply some concealer over it if you need it. Sometimes I don't, most of the time I don't, unless like things are real sketchy or I'm feeling real kind of, but it has caffeine, depuffs, all the good, stuff for wrinkles and smoothing, but it is tinted and it has that peach, brightening, counteracting of the darkness, thing to it. And I've used so many of these, the Shiseido Benefiance, the best eye cream I feel money can buy, morning or night, okay? Morning and night, but this is my nighttime because this is what I use during the day, but that's great. Probably the most recommended thing in all my years here, the Eyelid Lift Serum, and I've used it for over 10 years and I feel at 40, I have no sagging, I have no crepiness. This is what I attribute to that. You use it morning and night. I just take, just put it one little dot, and then you just rub it into your crease and then like up and around. You can even put it down here because it's a serum. You can layer your eye cream over it. Makeup goes on beautifully over it. It's not greasy, but it really tightens and makes everything look really nice and moisturizes this area, which gets very dry, which when you see, you notice women or, you get dry and it starts sagging, it's losing collagen, it's losing moisture. If we just like moisturize the hell out of our face, which can be tough because you got to get the right formula, things just look better. They just do. They'll age better. I'm just telling you, it's magic. It is. Okay. And then, okay, I have this. This is kind of more like in the makeup category. I see so many, setting sprays. So many of you guys I know swear by certain ones. I've used different ones over the years. The ones that are like the all-night or the airbrush, the ones that really are meant to lock in your makeup. And sure, but what's interesting is if you just use something like, okay, I have the Chanel spray, which is real expensive. This thermal water, remember you could get like the cans of Evian, same thing, for like $1. Now they're like expensive. Okay, the thermal spring water, this will last you a long time. When you're done with your makeup and you just give this a spray, you might think, oh my gosh, I'm putting water. No, we talked about this exact product for over 10 years. I showed this probably on my channel the first time 10 plus years ago. I'm seeing a lot of people just now starting to catch on to this because people I think are going less into the route of the baking and all that. And you don't want your face to feel shellacked. People I think are catching on to this. What the setting spray does, it kind of melds everything together, the powders, the things that you, and over the day, you'll look less settled, less like crepey and cracky, okay? And with that, I'm gonna get into our makeup. Just foundation, let's just start with this. This is my like holy grail foundation, the Luminous Silk, nothing better. I'm shade 5. I've used a bunch of different, but 5 is what I'm using currently. Under your eyes. I've said I haven't been baking. I haven't been doing all the, I've never really been into that. Even when I was like in my 20s on here and the under eye powders were real big, I'd always look at myself later and be like, okay, that looks real good on camera for a hot second because it's blurring, but in real life, and I know we're brainwashed and so many of us are doing this in real life, and we're just used to our makeup looking a certain way at the end of the day, or midday you look and you're like, huh? Or you're dissatisfied, like, oh my gosh, I do look kind of, the desert. I'm looking older. No, you don't. It's your makeup, We need to be using things that are a little, and I've said this, more nourishing and not really what we would think of using as like an eye product. Something a little goopy, something that doesn't quite set. And this is it, okay? This is what I'm wearing under my eyes today. I used the Colleen, this. I used this with the little brush that came in that Sephora kit. This is a great concealer brush. And it's just hopefully you guys got that brush kit when it was 30% off, because wow, it's a great deal even not. But I dipped this in there and I just dab it on. This is a very inexpensive product you can get from Walmart, okay? And I use the light shade and it's beautiful. And when I look at myself throughout the day, my eyes look good. Now, how many times have you looked at yourself throughout the day and you look at your lines under your eyes and you pat them and you're like, wow, I look better. You've just wiped off the makeup and the cragginess and the crappiness that's like settled in the lines. I've been there, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need to do that with this. Like, it'll look good. And I like to kind of, sometimes I'll, you know, do different things, or if you have to use a powder, you're like, okay, I do have some some weird gaps or some texture. I do have some like sinking here, hollows, some texture that I might want to just take a little brush and just tap here. This hyaluronic hydra powder is the only thing I would say to put anywhere near your under eye area. But just really tap it off good so it's not like flying in your eyeballs. But don't cake it on, okay? But even the days I use that, like, and sometimes I'll powder one eye and I'll look just for fun throughout the day. And good Lord, like, do an experiment. Get out of your like mindset, which we've all had. We were so brainwashed. 80s, 90s, early 2000s, you didn't want shine on your skin. That was like a bad thing. And I think people now, you know, you're trying to use these new products, you're trying to do these sticks on these, but I see women do these things on Instagram where it's like, okay, you use one product, well, that looks good. Well, then she put something over it. I'm like, you just wiped what are you trying to do here? You know what I mean? This is too many layers, too many things that aren't doing anything. Just use a product to make it work. But you don't need to powder the hell out of your skin after you've used these nice products, after you've used this nice skincare, after you care so much about the finish of your foundation, and then you just put powder on it. It wouldn't matter what kind of foundation you're using at that point, and that's just the truth, okay? So I'm just gonna say, let go of the powder a little bit. One thing I do like is this Laura Mercier, the translucent talc-free setting powder, right? Is this the talc-free? So this says Ultra Blur. I think this is the one that says talc-free. Okay, whatever. Maybe I'm just like, okay, you know, I just, right here, I'll just dab it and then go like that with a duo fiber brush. Do not pack on powder, and don't rely on powder saying, oh, I have to set the makeup. No, you don't, okay? You just don't. What else? Okay, let's get into it. Like the stick products, very delicate dance, especially if you're like me and you're breakout prone. And I see so many people now that have really bad skin texture, or they're using, gosh, there was a brand that, oh my gosh, I still see people using. It was very popular on Instagram. It came like with the 3 sets, and I still have scars from breakouts on my cheeks. And then I looked at the ingredients and I was like, well, no flipping wonder. It's tough because like, you want to use these products that are sticks, or that, you know, are going to give you that kind of natural finish. But a lot of them have coconut oils, and you think, oh, that's a nice ingredient. Well, it doesn't matter. It's still going to break you out. You know, just things that are not great. The Merit brand, I think, is one of the best. I'm like, oh, it's sticking to my face. One of the best things I've tried in years. This one, I need to get a new one. I've gone through like 3 of these. I'm at the bottom little bit, and it's my bronzer. It's everything, and I just blend it in, and I use the clay shade. Guys, the best, okay? And speaking of Merit too, another foundation, the stick. I've talked about this for all last year. I think the year before is when I actually tried this for the first time. And I've seen a lot of people talking about it now. I hope that you guys have tried this if you're kind of low maintenance. Like for me, like a lot of times, like I'm not putting on like a liquid foundation. I'm just on the go. I keep one of these in my purse too. Like I have 2 of these. Use a shade Linen. Put a little here where you need it. It's great for concealing breakouts. This is non-acnogenic. It will not break you out, which is so tough again to find in a stick foundation. And it covers beautifully, and it blends really nicely, and it looks really natural. So this is a great foundation as well. I think it's called the Minimalist. This brand. Now, the highlighter I don't love in the Westman Atelier because it does have some things that kind of break me out a little, but the blush and the contour sticks are great for acne prone skin. They don't have any ingredients that will break you out. The Minette is my favorite shade, and that's the blush that I'm wearing today. It's kind of peachy. I wanted to do like a peachy kind of Lindsay Lohan-ish makeup look, okay? You heard it here. We're gonna do that. So yeah, we're gonna do that after the first of the year because I'm excited about that. Because I feel like that's kind of her vibe. Like she's got the blush and all the things. Oh, this too. One more stick product. I've gone through so many of these. This is a product that when I got it, I probably tried this first like maybe 5 years ago, and I thought, this is gross. It's greasy. Like, what is this? And then I was like, Tiffany, no, it's great. This won't break you out either. It's great. So I use the sculpting. They also have a translucent shade, which doesn't have any quote shimmer to it. This has the same finish as that. It just has a little bit of a sheen. Okay, this is the most beautiful highlight, and it, not even a highlight. I do not want that spotlight look anymore. That's not what we're going for. We're looking for this, okay? We're looking for a texture, like a real skin. So even if your skin is like, so like you have to use a lot of foundation to cover a lot of discoloration, you guys know what I mean. Sometimes, and I've been there, I am there. Like I do have discoloration, okay? Your skin looks flat. And you add in the life with the bronzer, but then you want your skin to look beautiful, like, so then this is what gives you that beautiful, like, kind of lit from within, but natural, not like, oh, I bought like a chalky highlighter and was like I'm, what was that called? Like strobing? We're not strobing, okay? We're not doing that anymore. This is what we're doing. And this is probably my third or fourth stick of this, so you know it's good, and I love it. And I've used the one that's called translucent as well. Honestly, when I use both, I can't tell a huge difference. I just prefer the sculpting one. I just think it's prettier. Okay, guys, we're getting there, okay? I've got a perfume, and we'll talk about that in a second. No, we're not. Let's just do it. Who cares? A lot too late. This was my perfume of the year. It was something that I bought this year that I really love. Fresh, and I love a fresh, almost those soapy scents, but usually those are just kind of a little cold sometimes. This has like a floral to it, and this is the one that I say smells like elevated expensive Dawn dish soap in the best way. It smells good. It smells comforting. Just smells like you just want to cuddle up. Just come here and cuddle up to me. Like I'm clean, I'm fresh, I'm a lady, okay? I'm a woman. And then, what am I talking about? Okay, as soon as I say something, I'm like, Tiffany, calm, stop it. I hear myself say these things, I'm like, okay, just keep rolling, but whatever. Also, I don't have it to show because I've used it completely. The Ariana Grande Cloud. I have the Big Mama, the biggest bottle you can find wrapped under my tree right now. To myself, from myself, and I am so excited. Could I just opened it? Yeah, but that's no fun. The Ariana Grande Cloud, the blue one, is a great dupe for the Baccarat Rouge, which I have bought so many bottles of that over the years, and it's like, ugh, too expensive. So many bottles, like 3. That's a lot. Okay, they're too expensive. But I prefer the Cloud because it had, first of all, it's $45. Less than that if you get a smaller one, but here's the thing. It has the same, like, same notes as the Baccarat, right? It smells like it. And I remember the reason I discovered it is because I smelled it on a waitress at our favorite restaurant, and I thought, oh, I'm going to compliment her because I know she spent a lot on this Baccarat. I want her to know that I appreciate what she's doing here. I was like, you smell so good, Baccarat. And she's like, no, girl, it's Ariana Grande Cloud. Okay, you've heard the story. And I love it. So it smells like Baccarat Rouge, but it has a hint of vanilla that doesn't really change it like, oh, that's not Baccarat, or that is. It smells just like Baccarat. It just has a layer of a more like, I think it smells sexier. I just love it. It's more beautiful. Okay, so that would be that. And the La Tulipe. Ooh, La Tulipe. So good, okay? Makeup. A few more makeup things. Oh, I see one more skin thing. Okay, I say this all the time. This changed my world. Okay, the New Brow Gray Brow Conditioner. And the Revita Lash. Now, I feel also like the New Brow, I used to get like a lot of gray, like thick. I don't have any gray yet in my hair, which I'm just gonna rock my natural color as long as I can. Oh, I do have something hair-wise. Oh my gosh, I didn't even talk about, we gotta get the hair stuff. I'm glad I mentioned that. But I do feel like this helps with like, I don't have the gray, because I used to pull them years ago. Like even like in my late 20s, I would get those. I don't get that anymore. And I don't know, it's like, does that help? Maybe. And then the Revita Lash, okay? So I use 2 different brands for those. We'll talk about hair last, but let's just get through this because I don't want to get up. Deodorant, the Cashmere Mist. I really love that. I just put it in there because I use it all the time. All right, let's talk about lips. So let's talk about the peptide lip balms. I would say like last year that kind of started to be a thing. There was that viral one Y'all know the one. And I bought it and I thought I could have just used Vaseline. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, what is this? Something special. Stupid. Not stupid, but you got, it's like, what? This one though, okay, and I've showed this before, I love it. The Nude Sticks Hydropeptide Lip Butter Shea and Avocado. I keep this in my purse all the time. And I always wish I had another one in here because I'm like, gosh, I just want to use that in the morning, but whatever. This is like tingly, makes your lips look plump and beautiful. Not in like a hot tingly way, but like in a cool tingly way. This weird hair that's hanging out. Keep seeing. Makes your lips actually look really beautiful. And I kind of crave using it because it's like that cool tingly. All right, lips. Anywhere Caffeine, the best lip liner ever. But today I'm not even wearing lip liner. Well, I don't know. I'm using this all-in-one product. I love this. I discovered it kind of toward the end of the year, but you guys need this. It's the Ilia, the Lip Sketch Hydrating Crayons, okay? And this is the Banquet. It's not spelled like banquet or banquet, but that's what it is. It's just spelled really weird. Okay, so that's what this is. And I lined my lips with it and I filled it in, okay? And this is just an all-in-one beautiful thing. This is what is in my purse all the time, lives in my purse. And then I put a little bit of this lip gloss over it, which you don't even need to. The Glazed, the best lip color, lip gloss of all time. I like a little bit of something on my lip gloss, so I'm gonna add it. I don't want just to put something clear over a color because then you could just get anything. I like a little bit of excitement, but not a frost. And the Glazed is the most perfect, like, truly glazed look. Okay, glazed. And then this, I need to get a new one. I think I do have a new one in my purse. That's how much I love it, but I'm out of the color and this is kind of scraping. But the Chanel Mary Rose, when you see me, 98% of the time, this is what's on my lips. It's one of those old school, do you remember those like CoverGirl and Max Factor ones that used to like make your lips look like the desert? And we'd be like, yes, but it's lasting. That's not what this is, okay? Now it is gonna last, but it wears off smoothly, okay? So it has that effect of those that go on dry and then you put the color over it, but it's not gonna crack off and look insane throughout the day. But this is the best nude, just pinky, beautiful color. Because sometimes those, like if you get one that's too nude, it looks like, whoa. And then they just all go way too dark. This is so perfect. The Chanel Mary Rose is the most perfect lip product ever. Okay, eyes. This is important, okay? This is all I have on my eyes today. This is it. Well, my liner. But I put it on, I smooth it out. You can smooth it out with a brush, your fingertips. When you smooth it up into your crease, it looks like you've used like 3 different colors. The Rare Contentment. This is the perfect eyeshadow color of all time. And then I squeeze it around down here because I don't wear liner down there. I just do this and I blend it down. Okay, this is what you want. And this, I mean, I talk about this all the time. I'm funny about palettes. I got a new one recently that I really do like, but one that's just a tried and true, all you need. One of the colors is 1979. Warm Nude, the Ilia Necessary Warm Nude. And it just has everything that you need. And it is perfect. Perfect colors, okay? Perfect colors. Ilia Warm Nude. This is what I've been using on my brows lately. I ran out of my e.l.f. $2 pencil, which, yay, like, why are we spending all this money on brow pencils? I do have one that I love, that Byredo one. And it comes with a refill too. Love this. But I've been into this. It's the Revlon Semi-Permanent Brow Ink. I really like this. And so you could really go to town and draw on some brows. Mine are so dark, but they're chunky, so I need to fill them in a soft way. I really wipe off a lot of it. It's kind of those spongy applicators like a liquid liner. And then you can just, because I have that scar on this one, you can create the most perfect brows and they will last until you scrub them off, okay? Real good brow stuff. And then finally, I have 2 more things that we're gonna get into hair. Self-tanner, you guys, okay, now I do get a little bit of a natural tan every year, just swimming outside, being outside, whatever. But this is always like something that I'll use over it, or like in the winter if I haven't tanned in a long time. I haven't been tanning this winter. This is the only self-tanner that you need. Just get this, you'll be good to go. The Levington 2-Hour Express. Get the mitt. I use the medium. I've also used the dark. I feel like sometimes when I use the light, even though you say I have light skin, it just pulls a little too, like, yellowy orange, but I will say, but I don't know. I've never tried the light in this brand, and I feel like this brand, why I like it so much is one, the product's great and it wears really well and lasts, but the tone is perfect. It's like a beautiful natural brown tone, which why can't these brands just get that right? Why are they all orange? These aren't. You get the mitt, and I'll usually do it around like 3 o'clock or something in the afternoon if I know I'm not doing anything that day. And I got my really crappy self-tanning like tank top and shorts that are real loose. I get my mitt and it's tinted, so you just go to town. You can see if you've got a streak, you just go to town. Get somewhere where there's a lot of mirrors, go to town. And then just go about your business through your house, like do whatever you're gonna do. And then I usually wait like 2-3 hours, it says 2 hours, usually 3 or so hours. And then when you shower, the guide color comes off and then you're tanned. And then you go to bed clean, you don't get it all over your sheets. This is something that I added in. I should talk about when talking about makeup, but I found this on Amazon a while back. It is called Erase Zit Blemish Concealer. Now I wanted it just because, you know, like if you're breaking out, I just wanted something to put on a breakout or whatever. And I find myself using this like just on scars, on things in the areas where I would be breakout prone, even when I don't have a breakout, because the type of concealer you use really matters, but we'll get to that in a second. But I use the light or the neutral light, and it's got like ingredients in it that are good for breakouts, maybe some tea tree oil or something. But Judith August, so it's like I don't know if it's like a professional cosmetic brand. I don't know, it's kind of one of those funny pencils. This is an old one. I think the newer ones now I saw like you sharpen, because I was getting a link for it for someone the other day. But really, really covers blemishes perfectly because it's got like, I mean, it's a skin tone, but it has a green tint to it. Not tint, I hate, you know, not like you're gonna see green, but it truly neutralizes redness. Like you put it on and it is magic. And some days, like when I'm not wearing makeup and I just have like some little marks, I will just do this and it's great. Now, I see people sometimes using the same concealer all over their face, and it's like, no, you have to have a separate one for your eyes and for your blemishes or for your face or redness, just because, like, even if you're not prone to breakouts, I want, just for the finish of it, I want my eyes to have a really nourishing, like creamy, beautiful concealer that's not gonna set and dry and turn into the Sahara. I want something nourishing. I want something that's gonna like look pretty and like reflect nicely. I'm not using that anywhere. Even if I'm not breaking out and I'm just putting on an area like where there's redness, well, that's a breakout prone area. You don't want to be putting such a creamy product there. And vice versa, if I've got a really nice concealer that I like to use like on those areas of my face, that ain't the formula that I want for under my eyes, because I want something really rich. So you do kind of need two separate ones, and I really do love this, and I think it's a great, just simple, easy thing. And I threw that in because I'm like, I do use that kind of every day. Okay, let me talk about hair for a second. I didn't really do much to my hair today. What's new? Okay, I have my holy grail, I hate that, my HG hair product. Do you guys remember? My holy grail products I've hit pan on. I'm not making fun of it because I'm fully used to do that. I'm still doing it apparently. Wonderful. Okay, here's my first of all, let's talk about my everyday. Calling Mouth Child, I love it. We've talked about it. I love this as the everyday vibe, okay, which is like a hair mask. Use just a little bit of it. And it's wonderful. They also have an everyday conditioner, which is great. But I love that mask one. Now, DP Hue, okay, I got into this a couple years ago, the ACV hair rinse. I used to use the one that said light, which, I don't know, I guess it wasn't as like nourishing. I like this one. They said to use the light on like, not light color, but like light formula for like thinner hair, which I do have very thin hair. But for like fine hair, I just use the regular one. Every other shampoo, in place of your shampoo, you use this. And you just, in the shower, on the wet hair, you just kind of doop, 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 little squirt in the back, massage it into your roots and like kind of through the ends. Let it sit for like a couple minutes and then rinse it. And your hair's so shiny, healthy, and you're not using like, you don't need to be sudsing it up every time. Even if it's the nicest, most beautiful, gentle shampoo, typically that's not necessary, okay? Even if you're sweaty, I mean, the apple cider vinegar, I think, takes care of that even better than like a sudsy shampoo. So every other shampoo, sometimes 2 in a row, I will use that apple cider vinegar rinse. And I used to get the Big Mama size that was like huge, but I haven't been able to find that lately. But this is just my baby doll. I love it. It's my baby. Now, years ago, when my hair was, because the brand has sent me stuff over the years. I bought this one. I bought millions of those probably 10, those apple cider vinegar rinses, but way before, you know, anything. I had bought this when, do you guys remember I had like platinum blonde hair, really blonde hair, and then I was letting it grow out and I had the big roots and I was like, oh, whatever. When you get to a certain point, it gets a little shameful and it's not so cute anymore. And so when my hair was really light on the bottom, I fully bought this product. It is the light brown to put in that to kind of mask it, and it worked beautifully. If you're growing out blonde hair or light colored hair or highlights, chunky highlight, okay, this is what you need, okay, because it will cover that up as it grows out, you know? So it's a semi-permanent hair color and deep conditioner. It's almost like a glaze type of thing. I even have a clear one, which I haven't used the clear one. They sent me the clear one recently, but the light brown is the one that I would always buy for myself. It's a good color. I've also used the auburn one, which is really red, but years ago. But the light brown, I need to use this again sometime just for fun, because it really does leave you with like very pretty conditioned hair. But if you're trying to grow out some funky colors, that's good. Just try to match your roots a little and just do it like every few weeks, and it helps. It really does. But that's a great product. So, okay, I think we're done here. Lots of great things. And I know, I mean, everything that I use, I love. And I know this is a lot. I don't think I showed this. It's sitting out, but I didn't show it. I think I just moved it out of my, okay, makeup remover oil. This is the best. And it's Chanel, and I've tried to find like different brands, and I've used a bunch of different brands, but this is the best. I'm not buying it because it's Chanel, because Chanel doesn't, it's kind of hit or miss with their skincare or with their makeup too. But this is good and legit and will not break you out. Every night, even if I don't wear makeup, I still want to use that. Like okay, put your hair back, don't put water on your face, just put that on, everything comes off. It does not sting your eyes. That's the problem. I've used gentle, like quote, gentle, oils for like washing your face that will sting your eyeballs, and this doesn't. I'm pretty sure you can like open your eyes and pour it in, won't do anything. Okay, now don't do that. Okay, don't try to get in your eyes, but that's the main thing. You got to get your eye makeup off. I'm not using separate. I hate that when it's like, this is just an eye makeup remover. No, just get this, and it lasts a really long time. I do that every night to get my makeup off. I hate when people say a double cleanse. You're just removing your effing makeup. Like, if you're wearing makeup, just remove it, because then and I see people, oh, I'm not wasting money on a separate one. Well, you're wasting money on whatever you're washing your face with, because it's not touching your skin. You might as well just be using bar soap, because if you bought like a nice face wash because you want it for your skin, you ain't using it on your skin. You're using it on your makeup. So you do need a separate product, okay? Get your makeup off with something. Please don't use those wipes. We don't need to be dragging our face around. And then wash your face after that, okay? Just pretend like the makeup didn't exist. Then wash your face. And this makes your skin feel like, you know, I was gonna say cozy, comfortable and not stripped. Okay, my voice is, I feel like I've talked a lot. I really, really hope that you guys have the best Christmas. We've talked about our traditions and some recipes and some things. Especially on Thanksgiving, we really broke down a lot of stuff. But this is upcoming week, we post every Thursday or Wednesday. I'm sorry, my mind is like, well, I've been talking too long. Post every Wednesday on our podcast. And it is going to drop on Christmas, because Christmas is Wednesday this week. And on that one, I'm going to talk about like just some cookie recipes and some things that I really like. And we've got a lot coming up in that episode too. They're big, long episodes. We do usually like, sometimes they're like 2 hours long. Lately they've been like 2 hours long, okay? Because we talk about everything. Because it's just so much crammed into the episode for the week. And so my point is, like, a lot of that will be discussed on there. But I really hope that you guys are in a happy, like, good place, that you're making the Christmas magic for your family, for yourself, that you're enjoying the holidays. And that will all kind of go back to, I think, like a lot of what Christmas, we all know what Christmas is all about, but to use it as a time to just zone out, to unplug, I want you to be watching YouTube on your Christmas. You don't need to be hearing me yapping next week, you know what I mean? Like, zone out, watch a movie, eat some food, and just enjoy your family and yourself, and just have a cozy good time and regroup for the new year. What's that? I was like, what is that? So yeah, I love you guys so much. I don't know, I truly do. I appreciate you guys watching me every week, and I really hope that you guys have the best Christmas. So yeah, this will be the last video here for the new year. Or until the new year, but I'm always on Instagram. I'm not like signing off social media. I really don't get that. It's like if it's that hard, just don't be on it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a job. Don't you just want to like be real doing it? I don't know. I don't get it. Whatever. It's just my opinion. But be on Instagram, doing some stuff. Outfits every day on my LTK. I feel like everything kind of has its own place, right? And then we will, of course, be back with the podcast for next week. So join our podcast so that you guys can get some stuff from us next week. And you guys, Merry Christmas, Merry everything, Happy Hanukkah. Thank you for watching. Love you guys. Bye.